University in Poland. And Mr. Edip, we have some wonderful parents here with students who have joined us from different parts of South Africa. And we've been prophesizing from the day they were in grade 8 to say that, guys, when you reach grade 12, there'll be opportunities for you to go and study abroad. And we've explained to them the opportunities that they can do when they're abroad. But I think, it's better if they hear it from the horse's mouth. Last week, we had a wonderful session with some of our students who are in 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 Poland and who are doing wonderful things with their lives. And I'm talking about 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, not people in our age, and they are really, really doing, fantastic work. But now we want to hear now the better logistics, especially coming from you as you've been in Poland for so many years and you've been in the university for so many years. And for me as a parent, besides being a teacher, I think this session will be very, very constructive for us to make a very good decision to say that, yes, we are sending our children and knowing for a fact that instead of you've been in South Africa for so many years, you've stayed in South Africa, you understand our South African culture, and beside from a professional perspective, I would personally say that I will note Mr. Edip as he was one of my first teachers in Horizon. Okay, that was like 20 years ago, but I met him like 21 years ago, so it's like 2 decades. And I think as the time proceeds, we've grown a very, very strong bond and a very strong relationship, and most importantly, personally and professionally. And that's why I say listen to Mr. Edip as he's going to give us an advice and some of the logistics that we need in order for us to pay attention, making sure that you make that informative decision. I would say it's informative decision to send our learners in Europe, and hopefully there'll be better opportunities there. So I don't want to take much of your time, Mr. Edip. There's a lot of portfolio that I'll say about you, especially saying that you are, part of the computer engineering, basically the dean of computer engineering at Vistula University, and your CV goes up a long way. So if I talk about your CV, it will be the whole day. So today we're going to talk about you in a very, very personal perspective. Okay, we're going to talk about you as the mentor of these young boys, as the father of these young boys, as a confidant of these young boys. Over to you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, thanks a lot. Good morning for everybody, dear parents, dear students. And as you may see, my name is appearing on the screen. It's SoutAfrica2020. And as Mr. Nicholas was mentioned, so he was our first student in the Horizon High School, and then I was the first teacher there. But somehow I'm in Poland at the moment, and I'm teaching here computer engineering department as a head of a department. Now I'm here to introduce my university and how to live in Europe. And of course, at the end of the presentation, I'm going to expect your questions. And I'm ready to answer all your questions if I know the answers. And if you don't mind, I just want to share my screen because I have a presentation to guide me properly. That's why I'm going to share my screen. And I believe my voice is okay, right? So you can hear me properly. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And now I'm going to share my screen, and after that I'm going to carry on my presentation from the here. Is it visible? Okay. Vistula Group of Universities. Okay, so and this is my Instagram account. Before or after meeting, you can follow me, no problem. Even we can carry on to chat via Instagram after my presentation as well. Okay, let us carry on now. So as I mentioned, my name is Edip Şenyürek, and as you see here, it's written Vistula Group of Universities. What does it mean? So we have a university which has a lot of universities under the same umbrella. So then when we just proceed to next presentations, next slides, as you may see, our campus. And here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 universities. which are, sorry, there are some people who are waiting in the meeting room, okay, which are under University of Vistula. And as you see, we have Olsztyn University and Wrocław. In Warsaw, in one campus, we have two universities. One of them is tourism, and the other one is finance and accounting university, finance and business university. And of course, we do have one university in Putus area as well. Okay, so let me just carry on. Next slide. Okay, here. Yes. And here, these are the locations that we have in the in Warsaw, in Poland. So then the capital city Warsaw, and we have campus in Putus and campus in Wrocław and campus in Olsztyn as well. So then in Warsaw we have two, and the others one. In total 5 universities under the same umbrella. Okay, so then next step. So then this is our mission. In general, all universities has similar, so we can just read through this one. So then our intention is to prepare our graduates for their future career, which is very important for us. And that's why you will see in the presentation what we are doing to achieve such kind of mission. Okay, and of course our vision is to become the first choice of the universities all around the world, especially in.
Why is she sending that link? She wanted on.
Okay, so next steps, I just want to mention something about numbers. So as you see here in the market, in the industry, we do have more than 140,000 graduates. And you may see here, we have, it's written here 9,000, but it's at the moment more than, I think, around 11,000 students that we have, active students. And we have 2 business council, postgraduate studies we do have. And this is important for us to share with you that cooperating with the companies, we have more than 400 companies that we are cooperating with. It is important to be placed after the study. That's why it is important. And more than 40 programs we do have in our universities. Okay, next step. As you see, there are some photos, small photos, and then they are just coming. Most of them are, not most of them, all of them almost, are our students. Why it is here, as you see, it's the world, and the worldwide, you can see we do have multicultural environment, I can say. Student and staff. We have student and staff from how many? More than 100 countries, which means that from all around the world, from American continent, African continent, Asia, Europe, all continents, we do have students from 100 different countries, so which is making us a very multicultural environment. And of course, we do have some awards and honors. So this is the important one for according to perspective. We are the most internationalized university in Poland. So as you see that there are like 100 countries we do have. So that's why we are the most internationalized university in Poland. And of course, we do have some other awards. So there are too many of them. I don't want to spend time for it, but you should know that. So we are good university in Poland. Amongst the private universities, we are in the 5th position according to rankings. We are in the 5th position. We have some university leader certificate. We have HR excellence in research certificate. So too many awards and honors we do have in Poland. So we are just established in 1992. So that's why it's like very old private university. That's why we are good in Poland, I can say that. And you may see that accreditation certificates. So especially it's depending on the departments, but we do have for the accreditation for finance and accounting department, for tourism and hospitality education. And these are the important certification programs. They are national and international. We do have lots of certifications. So which means that just we are officially good university and which is accredited by the government and by the authorities as well, what I would like to say. Okay, and these are the things that I may share quickly. first of all, you are in Europe, so that's why your education is going to be European Union quality standards. And safety, it is, I know South Africa, and it is very important for our life. That's why safety is important. That's why I put here this point. Why? Because Poland is ranked among the safest country in the world. So even midnight, so you can walk around, so no problem, in the city center as well. So it's very safe country. That's the important point that I want to mention. And of course, we do have in our university unique program, supporting programs. I will come details later. Okay, next step. We do have too many like conferences. We do have agreement. How do I say? We do have a cooperation with China, which is Confucius Institute, and they are here with the Chinese universities. We have exchange students program. Of course, not nowadays, because nowadays, unfortunately, because of the virus issue, nobody is moving. Even myself, normally, I was supposed to come and do this presentation there in Johannesburg, but because of this situation, unfortunately, I had to do it online. So anyway, so then if I hope in a short time, everything is going to be over, and then we will carry on our cooperation with Chinese authorities as well. Anyway, so this is our also facility. And as I mentioned, so that we are very internationalized. This is very important for us. I would like to mention, we do have e-career portal for the career opportunities of our students. So then I will tell this one in next slides as well. The career opportunity is very possible and very good in Poland. So that's why we have a unit to follow our students. So that's what I can say. And of course, when they come here, we do have a Platon e-learning platform as well, I guess. Okay, so then there are some other numbers here. We have prep school for the language department, I can say. We do have around 26, should be 27 at the moment, BA, bachelor level programs. And of course, we do have master level programs as well. We do have postgraduates as well. And even we do have online studies, but it's just in Polish at the moment. English also we do. Okay, let us carry on here. I just want to mention about this, the basics of our abilities, I can say. So in Vistula University, we have finance and accounting with the accreditation of the APCA, as you may know, international relations, management. These are the important departments that we have in our university, Vistula University. Besides that, we do have tourism faculty here, tourism university, not only faculty, tourism university, Vistula School of Hospitality. And under this university, tourism and hospitality is one department, and dietetics is the second department, I can say. In Kurtus, we do have business administration, national security. In Wrocław, we do have, again, management, logistics, which is not written here, but I would like to say we have computer engineering, which I am just head of department. We have architecture, we have graphics, and in the maybe next slides, I will just mention about that one. This is just basic information about the universities, I can say. Okay, so what are they? These are the logos of the companies that we are cooperating with. Not all of them, because I cannot put here 400 of them, but most of them, some of them are here. I just put especially here the biggest one. You can see here like some telephone communication companies, like some hardware companies like Nokia, I can say. And we do have some airport companies. We do have some agreement with Accenture and Citel, which are like American-based companies, I can say. What I want to say here, as you see, our situation, our location is in Warsaw, and we do have lots of cooperation with the company. So then when our students come here, they can be able to find a job from any of those companies. So that's why it is an opportunity for you, for your students, I can say. Okay, so then of course, as a university, we do have a lot of seminars and conferences, which are local and international as well. So then they are very big, how do I say, very big conferences, yes, I can say that way, this way. And then it's very nice and knowledgeable area. And of course, we are in the technological part. And then what I want to say, especially nowadays, we have understood that how important is the digital platforms. So then what we have seen as well, I can say this because there is no statistic about it, but I can say this because in the television and in the AdWords also my colleagues just were presented. We are, I think, the best in the best position in Poland, who just made online studies, who just made everything like with the digital platforms and with the other portals as well. Why? Because when this, unfortunately, when this Corona happened, middle of March, sometime like this, in very short time we just managed everything, and we did everything online, and we just meet with our students. We made all our courses online in the same platform, and we share all our documents. We did all our exams. We did all our meetings. So then everything was good. Besides that, even as I mentioned, some universities just ask us some kind of advices because we are the best. I can say that one shortly. Okay, so then next step I can just mention. So there are a few things here also, they are important. I just want to mention like each of them like shortly and slowly. When student comes to our university, we do orientation day because they are just very new in the country, and then they have to know what's happening. And from here, I'm jumping the like mentoring program. We do have mentors who are senior students who are helping the juniors. So when they come, they have their mentors to help them to show around, to show how to do their application, to show how to get on the bus, how to buy the ticket, to show how to buy the SIM card. So I mean, all the at the first time, even they are just picking up from airport and put them to their dormitory. All the basic things. The first unique program is our mentoring program, and our senior students are helping the juniors. So this is the important one. And what I can say here, number 4, I can see here, career office. It is very important because our students should, when they come here, they need the career opportunity, and we have consultation in our career office. And as I mentioned, we have more than 400 companies that we are cooperating with, and with them, we can just exchange our CVs, student CVs, and at the end, most of our students are just placed into companies. It's not a promise, but what I would like to say, most of our students, why am I saying that? From the statistic, I can tell easily. While they are studying on the third year, they are getting job already. Most of my students are like this. Even sometimes they are just telling me, phoning me, texting me, saying that, sorry, sir, can we make this exam at this time because I am working at that time? Can we do such a possibilities or something like that? Anyway, I would like to point here, in general, like statistical of the university, all active students, 70% of our students are just getting job while they are studying. And I don't want to say like after graduation. Okay, let me tell you now, after graduation, according to statistics, again, in the newspaper, it happened. Our graduates, the most happy graduates in Poland, amongst their salary, amongst their position, amongst their incomes, I can say. So then what I mean, when you graduate from Vistula University, you will be happy about finding a job and the other things as well. And from here, I just want to join to career portal here, career office. So then because career office is working good, and twice the year, each semester they have job spot. What is job spot? We are inviting all those companies who are in Poland, and they just prepare their stand. And our students, while they are studying, not after graduation, while they are studying, they are giving their CVs to them. And then after that, they are just employed in those companies. So that's why this is an opportunity for our students. So when I say this employed and working hours, blah, blah, it came to visa issue. If you have student study visa, this is study permit here in Poland, so then government is saying that you don't need to have extra work permit or something like this because you are a student here. While you are a student here, you can work here part-time. Part-time means 38 hours, which is 36 or 38, I'm not sure at the moment. So then, which is very good opportunity for the students if, it's not obligatory, if students would like to use their spare time to work and to get some income, to cover some expenses, so you're welcome. So you don't need to have some extra official things because you have study permit in your hand, and then with your study permit you can work here part-time. So because of that, our students are just occupied, employed during their third year, I can say. Of course, in computer engineering, it may be more because I have a few students who were in the second year, even in the second semester, they already employed, and they start to get income. Like this. Okay, so then, of course, we are I mean, like big university, too many events we do have, like Global Fest, Cultural Fest. And here you can see here more than 26, around 30 student clubs. So that clubs means we have social activities, academic activities, any kind of activities related to clubs are happening in our university. So for example, you like music, you like dance, you like some sociality, some cultural events. So then we do have a lot of clubs. Besides that, of course, we do have societies. What kind of society? We have Asia Society, we have African Society. I'm in charge for the African Society. We have Europe Society, Pacific Asia Society. What is that? These are student societies, especially students from the same area. They come together and they do some socializing, some networking, some events. So then some conferences, some panels. So it's very good opportunity for the students to be busy and to be to know too many things with their friends. Okay, let me just carry on because I don't want to spend too much time here also. Yes, and then I just want to mention a little bit about Poland. It is also important that we have to know what Poland is. Poland is situated in the Eastern Europe, and then you can see in the map it's here. And we have Germany next to us, Czech Republic, Slovakia. Up there you can see Lithuania, Belarus, and Ukraine. Next slide is showing that when you come here, there is a tourism facility as well, different cities, different facilities. As you see, we have historical place, Krakow, we have lakes, we have salt mines, old cities and everything. These are the tourism facilities that we have. And again, I want to mention here once more, the safest capital city in Europe is Warsaw. So then this is Warsaw, as you see here. On the presentation, it's like a night view. It's very good, very nice, and very secure place, I can say, Warsaw. And here I want to mention a few things about Europe, about Poland as well. The currency here, you can see €1 is 4.24 Polish zloty, which is Polish currency. So it is. Okay, this is the mention that I want to, this is the things that I want to mention here about money. You are going to have a study in European standard in Poland, but the expenses in Poland is the most affordable country in Europe. I can say that one. The most affordable country in Europe. Why am I saying that? Maybe I can say like €4 or €5. In other words, like, yeah, €4 or €5. I don't know how to convert to South African rand at the moment. With €4 or €5 from airport to school by taxi I'm talking about, you can come very easily. But in Germany, for example, from airport to similar distance to our school, if you go there, you pay around €30. So what I mean, like shortly, what I mean, very simple calculation. It's very cheap, very affordable country amongst the most of the European countries in Europe. So then this is that's why the Poland should be chosen to study in Europe. Yes, I gave some example here. With around €1, you can just get hamburger from McDonald's, very cheap. Okay. Weather, of course, we are in the north part, and then it's very cold area. But of course, I'm living here for a very long time, and then I don't have any problem. Especially my students from Africa, when they come here, we are just trying to tell them that so they must just protect themselves from the cold. But at the moment, it's summertime here, and then it's very sunny outside, and then sometimes the degree is coming to 35, even 40. It can be hot in the summertime. but in the winter time it's snowing. It's actually last a few years it's not like too much cold, but at the end of the day it's a cold country. Okay, let's come back to transportation. It's very important for the students. Okay, I'm telling you, 24 hours there is transportation, 24 hours, number one. Number two, the student is paying only around 10 euro, maybe even less. Yeah, 10 euro, let's say, per month. After paying 10 euro per month, all transport is going to be free, 24 hours. It should be something like this. Then the last part, working facilities. I just mentioned, I'm just repeating this part. Students who is holding study permit here can work up to 38 hours, any company in Poland. It is allowed. You don't need to apply another work permit. Generally, what my students are doing, I have a finance and accounting student. I had a finance and accounting student. When he was in the second year, he found a job, and it was quite a lot of money that he was earning, around, I can say like 700 euro, because I'm doing calculation, that's what I'm saying, around 700 euro per month. And after that, he graduated. Now he is working in the same company with the double price of his salary. So what I mean, very good opportunity for the students when they come to Poland, because they don't need to do like extra official work to get job here. And in the next slide, as I mentioned, it's like group of universities. And then for this group of universities, there are 5 universities in different cities. Of course, I just would like to advise you, if you want to know more about universities, you may just follow our Instagram or social media accounts. And I just want to mention a few things. We do have 2 universities in Warsaw, which is Vistula University and Vistula School of Hospitality. And the second one is Vistula of Business in Wrocław. And this is in Wrocław. And the third one is this university, Józef Rusiecki University in Olsztyn. So then these are the universities who is accepting the international students. And now I'm going to mention about the departments after this presentation. Normally this is like introductory presentation, I can say. You can start to think about your questions. Of course, as I mentioned, you can follow me from my Instagram if you want to go ask direct questions. Okay, what I want to say now, I will stop the sharing the screen. What I want to say now, just briefly, because it's recorded already, just briefly, in Vistula University, in Warsaw campus, I'm talking about, in Warsaw campus, we do have bachelor degree. The departments are economics, finance and accounting, management, international relations, journalism, English philology, and graphics department. These are very important issues, what I'm going to tell. These are all bachelor degree studies, and it takes 3 years only. 3 years. 3 years later, you are going to graduate and get your degree. And let me carry on with the engineering degree. We do have 2 engineering degrees. One of them is computer engineering, and the other one is architecture department. And here, computer engineering is 3.5 years. In other words, 7 semesters. And architecture is 4 years. And the next step, of course, if you want to go details, I do have master degree here as well. This is the Vistula University, which is situated in Warsaw campus. In Warsaw campus, we have another university, as I mentioned, which is Vistula School of Hospitality. For the School of Hospitality, we do have tourism department. We do have dietetics department as well, 2 departments, tourism, hospitality, and dietetics. And if you are intending to study in another city other than Warsaw, then we do have in Wrocław, also another university, Wrocław, another city, which is bachelor level I'm talking about all the time, logistics department, management department, and again computer engineering in Wrocław. And the last one I would like to say, we do have bachelor and master level physiotherapy in Olsztyn University. So these are the basics information, basic departments that we have in our under our umbrella with our group of universities. Okay, so then these are the basic information that I gave you, and probably you will ask me something about living conditions and the tuition fee and the other things as well. Maybe it's better to explain you before you ask me. Okay, let me just tell straight. There are specific prices for specific departments. I will just mention them and then the rest also. Okay, let's talk about Warsaw now. For the beginning, for the Warsaw, for English philology, per year, school fee is 2,000 euro. Per year, school fee is 2,000 euro for philology. For graphics department, per year, 2,500 euro. For architecture department, it is 4,500 euro. What about the rest? Because I counted already. Economics, finance, accounting, management, international relations, journalism, computer engineering. They are all 3,500 euro per year. This is the school fee for Warsaw campus. Let me carry on with Vistula School of Hospitality, again in Warsaw campus. Tourism and dietetics department, they are also 3,500 euro. And when it comes to Wrocław University, University in Wrocław, logistics is 2,500 euro, management 2,050 euro, computer engineering 2,350 euro, and physiotherapy in Austin is 3,000 euro per year. These are the yearly price. So I believe that you are going to ask me about the living cost as well. As I mentioned you, the country is, Poland is the most affordable country in Europe. Because it is like most affordable country in Europe, I can tell you that depending on the luxury of the student, it may cost, living cost I'm talking about, including like staying house, in dormitory, eating food and using transport and the other stuff as well. It costs around 3,000 euro when I just compare to my students. When I ask my students, they are saying that per year, I'm talking about per year, they are just going to spend around 3,000, 3,500, 2,900, depending on their living condition. Okay, these are the basic information that you may ask what I guessed. And of course, now you're welcome to ask me any question you want. But if everybody speaks at the same time, it may be difficult. That's why if you don't mind, please write in the chat area if you have any question. And after that, I will just explain all your questions. Meantime, maybe Nicholas, Mr. Nicholas can get some questions from the social media and you can take a note and ask here. Meantime, I'm going to answer your questions from the Zoom chat area. Now there is a question. Selam Edip Bey, Alaikum Salam. Good, thank you very much. Good presentation. What about work permit after graduation? Like the example you mentioned, will the local company organize work permit for the graduate? Yes, exactly, Dr. Naila. Exactly, that's what happened here. It's not only one example, there are plenty of them. One of my students from Kenya, while he's in the second year, while he's studying, he got the job. And after he got the job, because his ability, company liked him. And then in the third year, normally most of my students are just asking study condition for their card, for their residence permit issue. But this guy, not only him, there are lots of them. He didn't ask such kind of document for their card issue, for their resident issue. Why? Because company made an opportunity for him to get work permit while he is studying. So then he start to study in the third year because of his work permit. So this was one example, but there are plenty of them. Another student, while he's in the last year, when he find the job, the company just take over and then just make the work permit for him easily. Of course, all depending on the students, if they are working hard and if they are good in the company. So it is possible and it is happening here, Dr. Naila. I hope I addressed your question. If not, you can ask me again. Okay, Kamo is asking, sir, with regards to scholarship, okay, is it only academic or can run also sports scholarship? Okay, it's very good question because it is important information. Those are the prices that I just mentioned. So then, because you joined here, plus somehow you are going to come to our university, and what are we going to do? These prices that you are going to pay is going to be first year price, and now you are getting 20% scholarship if you pass all your courses. Okay, straight. So then, without any question. So then, first year you pay this price. Second year you are going to get 20% discount from your school fee if you pass all your courses. If you pass again, another 20% discount you are going to get. So then 20 plus 20, actually now you are getting 40% scholarship already. Plus, it didn't finish yet. Plus, if you are good enough in your classroom, in your school, if your marks are high, then you can apply for the rector scholarship, and then you can get around 10 months pocket money, we can say it, 135 or 140 US dollar per month that you are going to get. So then it's around, I can say like 5 to 10%. So in other words, when you come to our university, these are the price, and then you are getting 50% scholarship. Be careful, I'm just repeating. First year you are paying full amount, second year 20%, and third year again 20%. Plus you can have rector scholarship in condition your marks are going to be high for the rector scholarship. In condition for the 20% plus 20% discount, your marks should be pass mark. That's it. Okay. So then the question that you asked, it was about general academic scholarship. The question that you asked about sports scholarship, unfortunately for the beginning, we cannot say anything. When you come to university, it depends on our facility in our university. Sometime it may happen, sometime. I cannot promise it now because we do have a department for the sport facility. Besides the student clubs, we do have like a regular department, because in Poland, every student should have physical education class. So that's why we do have a department for the sports facility. So we can apply there, but I cannot promise about sports facility, sport scholarship. But besides scholarship, academic level, so then 20 plus 20% for second and third year, you are getting already. Oh, come on, I hope I answered your question. Industry, okay, Elizabeth is asking, do you industry engineering have? I don't, unfortunately, we don't have any industry engineering. We do have two engineering departments. One of them is computer engineering, and the second one is architecture. That's it. So we don't have industry engineering department, unfortunately. Any other question from here? Meantime, Mr. Nicholas, do you have any question from the social media?
Yes, I just have one question. Just before I complete, we're just having so many cuts. I'm sorry to just name the following people. Tabang, if you can just kindly switch off your mic. Tabang, if you can just kindly switch off your mic. Thank you so much. We've been receiving so many signals that are incorrect. Okay, so regarding the payment methods on the first year, is it per semester or full amount is required? How is the payment method like?
Okay, this amount is very good question. This amount should be paid per year. For the first time, it should be full amount should be paid. It is important for your visa application. Okay, normally it's not a problem for us. You can pay in installments normally, but because of the visa issue, we are not allowing you to pay half of the school fee. You should pay full year amount for the first year. But when you come here for the second and third year, you can just pay in semester base, in 2 installments. It's not a problem. Okay. And I hope I answered your question. And there is a question from Mr. Yunus. Hi, Abi. Hi. I wanted to ask about Erasmus. When can I go to Erasmus after first year or second year? Are students going on other countries after the Erasmus? And how much point I should get? Okay, good question also. Erasmus is an opportunity for our university because we are in Europe and we have in Europe more than 28 countries. And I can say that we do have a lot of exchange program besides Erasmus. What is Erasmus? Briefly, I would like to explain this. Erasmus is when you come to our university, for the bachelor level after the first year, for the master level after the first semester. Okay, for the bachelor level after the first year, you can go any country you want in Europe or any country we have cooperation. So we do have with all countries cooperation. What's happening here? So then you studied here in our university like 2 semesters as a bachelor degree. And you can go to, for example, Spain, you can go to Portugal, you can go to Germany, you can go to Bulgaria, you can go to Romania, you can go anywhere you like, because the one that we have cooperation. You go and study there 3rd semester, and you come back, you carry on your 4th semester in our university. So for this 3rd semester, when you go there, you are not going to pay anything extra in that university that you are going. This is number 1 issue. Number 2, because your condition is changing, and then you need like plane ticket, you need some money for the dormitory and for food or whatever it is. What's happening? European Union is giving you money from 500 to 600 euro, depending on the country. And when you go there, that money is going to be more than enough for you to survive there. So it's going to be a very good opportunity. One of my students already was in Bulgaria, and after she came back. One of them was in Finland, she came back. Another one was in Germany. Another one was in Portugal. So then too many students I had from my department and the other departments, they are just going all around the Europe, studying there one, and they can extend to 2 as well, and come back to our university and carry on their study. So then it's not like extension, it's just part of their study. It's very good opportunity to see the other countries. Okay, I just want to mention here, after Erasmus, when you hold your study permit, Polish study permit, all those countries you can visit as a tourist, no problem. So then what my students are doing in general, of course not in this situation, not in Corona situation, but before, what were they doing? So they were just buying the tickets, train tickets, bus tickets, and then visiting Germany, Czech Republic, Spain, all European countries freely. So then it's not a problem. So that's very good opportunity to study in Poland as well, that I want to say. So then for the computer engineering department and tourism department, I can tell you a few good information as well. So computer engineering department that we have at the moment, we have a cooperation with Finland, Kokkola Centria University, government university. And the cooperation that we have with that university, what's happening, if our student goes there for 1 year while they are studying, so because our study is like 3.5 years, so 1 year they can go to Finland. When they come back, they carry on their study. And at the end of the year, when they graduate from us, so when they get their diploma from Vistula University, at the same time, they are going to get another diploma from Finland University. So which means that it's called like double diploma program that we have already with Finland University. This is also a good opportunity. Nowadays, we are just making some cooperation with US, United States. From Silicon Valley, there is a very good company, I can say, education institution. And we are going to have teachers, and we are going to have a lecture from that place also. It's very good opportunity for you. What I mean in general, our quality is very good and high as well. So then this is another issue. Okay, I hope, Mr. Yunus, I addressed your question already. Okay, Mr. Tabang is asking, does the computer engineering course include cybersecurity? Okay, so then 3.5 years you are studying. So in the 4th semester, I mean 5th semester, let's say, while you are entering the 3rd year, you are choosing your specialization. It depends all the departments as well. You are choosing your specialization. We have different specializations like database engineering, software development engineering, and one of them is data science engineering that I was talking about from US, and one of them is the one that you mentioned, cybersecurity. So then we do have, in your 5th semester, you are choosing cybersecurity, and 3 semesters you are getting the courses, and it's going to be written in your diploma. The major is computer engineering, and minor is cybersecurity. Of course, it has like longer name, but I understand what you mean. I hope I addressed your question as well. And Moira is asking, are there any universities within the Vistula group that offer the study of the arts? Okay, as I mentioned, so that in our university, we do have arts faculty. Under that arts faculty, we do have graphics department, I think, which is the closest department that you are mentioning. So we do have graphics department in our university. Okay, any other question here? It's not written. And Mr. Yeah. Nicholas, yes.
Oh. Yeah, just one more before we just finalize. In terms of accommodation, is the university helping the students with accommodation? This is just a question come from social media, and okay. Some parents are just, thank you so much for taking your time off. However, does the university helped with finding of accommodation. It was the problem that we've been facing ever since we've been sending our students in terms of sending the students to Poland. That's one. Secondly, does the university have a relationship with the Polish embassy in South Africa when we go for visa applications? Because it usually gives us a very difficult period. Thank you.
I see. Okay, so then the first question about accommodation. Unfortunately, we still a group of university. We don't have our own facility for the dormitory or for the accommodation, but we have a unit in our university. We have a unit who is helping the students to forward them, to direct them to find the dormitory. So then it's like in the application process, and you, as you may know, you are going to do online application. When you just enter our vistula.edu.pl website, you are going to do online application. When you do online application, so then you are going to follow the instructions. There is a point there, would you like us to help you to find the accommodation? When you choose that part, so then you can start to communicate with one of our colleagues to help you to find the facility. But that facility, it depends. Sometimes we do have some agreements with the private hostels. Sometimes we do have some government dormitories as well. So then it depends what kind of facility you want. And then from that point, you are starting to communicate with our colleague, with our worker employee, and then you find a place to stay in that hostel. But it's not, as I mentioned, connected directly to Vistula University. We don't have our own dormitory. We don't have our own accommodation facility. This was the first question. I hope I addressed. And the second question about visa issue. Normally for the Polish embassy, they know us very well in general, because as I mentioned, in general I am talking about, we have students from 100 different countries, and then all of them are just getting visa from the Polish embassy. That's why they know us as Vistula University. And in general, for the Polish embassy, because it's like government level, and then we just generally here in the foreign affairs, just we are mentioning who we are, and we don't have direct relation with the embassies. That's what I can say. But from embassy part, if they need any documents from university, of course we are ready to give you. And then when you do your online application, you are getting your acceptance letter. With that acceptance letter and all the other requirements from Polish embassy, when you prepare, you can apply for visa and then you can get your visa. So that this is important part. So normally it takes 1 month to get visa. Sometimes it can be lesser, but as I mentioned, we don't have direct relation between the embassy and us, but if they need or you need any kind of document, we just supply you in condition when you do your application properly. Okay? Any other question? Or if I couldn't answer properly, you can ask me again.
No, I think we are very delighted that at least now we have some, background and what just getting ourselves into. And hopefully we'll have another session where now when we have made a very, informative decision, especially about our studies and especially regarding the 2021 curriculum year and the best date to come. Is it the fall semester or is it going to be in October? But hopefully we prefer to come, in January to start, hopefully in February. So that is one of the goals that I have for the students. And I think if any parents will have, some questions before we adjourn the meeting. I know it's month end, and we need to do our shoppings and we need to, prepare for the exams. Matriculants are writing exams, I know, this week. So if there's no other questions, I think maybe we can just tell us if we can be able to meet again and when can we meet again, and maybe prepare ourselves for the next content of our meeting.
You're asking me or to parents?
No, yourself. I know the parents will be waiting in anticipation to have, another follow-up meeting. Hopefully.
Okay, so then it doesn't matter. So then how long time do you need? So then for me it's okay. So then especially Saturdays, day is quite possible for everybody. Any Saturday is okay. 1 week, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
Okay.
Whenever you like.
What I'm planning is at least to go to one of the institution Horizon and just meet with the parents in person, because I think the restrictions of level 2 lockdown, we can be able to make, you know, conferences. So this will be regarding as a professional conference, and after that we'll hopefully write to you and have our second session from this. It was very,
Super.
very informative. Thank you so much for
we can do this way. I hope the borders are open and I may come myself, because I was intending to come there.
Yeah, business borders will be open very soon, hopefully for business travel, because we are traveling internally,
Yes.
but hopefully for international travel it will be open.
Okay,
Well,
let's see.
That's all from me and from Mr. Edip. Mr. Edip, thank you so much for taking the
thank
time
you
off.
as well.
Very, very informative presentation. And from now on, I think our homework for the students will to go to the Vistula University website and hopefully write to me if you have any problems with your career searching. Because guys, we're just not going to Poland for fun. We're going there to further our education. Okay, that's why it's called FET, further education and training. But it's important to have a career background to see what is it that you want to do when you choose, for example, business administration or business management, or if you want to do philology, or if you want to do, you know, computer engineering. Why are you doing it? And hopefully, you know, some postgraduate studies, if they are available for other people who are interested in postgraduate. Maybe you parents, you can affiliate yourself online in studying in postgraduate studies like myself. Okay, so thank you so much, Mr. Edip. Thank you very much to you parents and to you students. Please,
thank
guys,
you very much.
Pass your June exams very, very well, guys. They're going to be very important for your applications for any university, even if you don't choose Poland. But I would prefer you guys to go and explore and open your wings in getting that international studies. Mr. Edip, thank you so much for the love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you to students and thank you to parents.
Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.